Any year you don't win the All-Ireland in Kerry is a failure. Brian Clough was a great hero of mine, you know. He was a real one-off, very unorthodox, but way ahead of his time. And he was the first fella I heard talking about, you know, this idea that you could never do anything to your maximum or to your best unless you're relaxed. There was a great story of the night before the European Cup final. He brought the boys into the team room, and he brought in a few cases of beer and made them drink the beer. And he says, every bottle of beer inside here has to be drank before we get out of here, just to relax fellas and just take their minds off the game and whatever. And maybe he was taking it a little bit to an extreme. But his whole mantra was, you can't do anything to your maximum unless you're relaxed. I remember my early memories of football were listening to the commentary of the likes of Micheál O'Hare. I just developed a ferocious passion for the game. That passion is still with me. We really enjoy it. We get great personal satisfaction out of it, but it also brings huge joy and satisfaction to a whole county, and that's a very worthy pursuit.
Inside in a dressing room with the Kerry team, like, I often say to myself, what am I doing here? I'm out of, this is not for me. These are way above me, you know. For even David Clifford to even recognise me, like, to me is kind of, you know, it's massive, like. So the honour of being involved with Kerry at that level.
You can enjoy going to the pub and drinking a few pints, but this is a deeper sense of enjoyment, you know.
The feeling I had at the end of this year's All-Ireland final, when Sean Shea kicked the ball out of the sideline, Kerry had won it, I was so happy. And you'd say, why were you so happy? I think I was so happy for everyone else. I was so happy for my family. I was so happy for the players. I was so happy for everyone, because we're all such a part of it.
Start to the next season, they're starting at the bottom of the mountain again. They're the same as everybody else. In fact, they're probably in a disadvantageous position because everybody is out to get them, you know, and they're being hunted.
There's only one thing what Kerry people want, is winning All Irelands. It's about winning the next one, like, and it's always about winning the next one. And this point is putting pressure on players. Players know what they have to do with themselves to get up there to win, like, and stay healthy and like, without them we can't win nothing. And like I said, we have to make sure everything is right for them to win, like.
You see, you could manage in a county where you don't have the same passion or the same amount of criticism or accountability, but it doesn't mean as much there. And then if you win, it doesn't mean as much, and if you lose, it doesn't mean as much to them, and you don't get criticism. Where would you rather be? You know, would you rather be there, or would you rather be in a county where it means everything to people?
During the time of the Civil War that happened in this country, the one thing that happened was that Kerry used to go playing. So you had the Sheehy's who would have been involved in the IRA, and you had the Brossons from my van who would have been in the Free State Army at the time. And whatever happened, there was a truce when Kerry were playing, and they'd be shooting at each other, and next thing they'd come back together and play football together. And then there was some truce for them to get back to where the boys were hiding or wherever they were going. And that was one of the big things when the Civil War finished, that Kerry people seemed to have managed to pull together a lot quicker than a lot of other counties.
My family, it actually keeps us together. It's our bond. We can talk about football all day long, so we're lucky.
We never actually set out at the start of the year to say we have to win the All-Ireland. We tried to find a different angle, because what did it for you last year won't necessarily do it for you the following years.
In different periods of times, in the 60s you had in Ballylongford, you had the Dunhoes, like, then you had the Welshes in the 70s from Ballylongford, like Colm Cooper and Owen Brosnan and Kieran O'Leary.
You know, there's plenty of fellas walking around Kerry. There were 5 Kerry men won 8 All-Ireland medals, like. So, I mean, you never get ahead of yourself. You never think I've made it, because there's always somebody around the corner who has achieved more than you.
When Kerry win the semi-final, it's like a green button goes off, where you have a job to do, and the job is to get all the tickets out to the people in Kerry as quickly and as efficiently as possible, which is a huge task actually, because you literally have about 10 days. So you'll be planning for maybe the first day or two, and then it's all on. It's all on, full on, you know. And we have to say, the one advantage, I know it sounds terrible, but Kerry are used to being in an All-Ireland final, so we have a pretty efficient system, you know, the way we do it, you know. Other counties, I can only imagine if they weren't used to it, like, how they would deal with that, you know. So, so literally up to the last minute, you're always on edge in case somebody has a problem going into the match, because you feel responsible. You feel responsible for everyone because you know that that ticket means everything to them. It's very hard when you don't see it as a job. You can't really, like someone said to me about holidays, and I'm saying, holidays, like, you know. So it's not really a job in that sense. Mentally, it's not a job.
I suppose if you did an examination of my lifestyle now, it'd be fairly dysfunctional, to be honest with you. It's not a normal lifestyle, because the way I run my life, when I get up in the morning until I go to bed at night, everything, virtually everything is geared around football. I play a bit of golf. That's my thinking time as well, relaxing time. But even when I'm playing golf, I'm still thinking a bit about football, but I find that very relaxing. Particularly, I play a lot of golf on my own. I'm nailed on with this job, and that's my sole focus. I've no idea what I'll do after that. No idea.